Hello, sir. I'm Zahabia, and first of all, to begin, we're really happy to have you here. And before we start the interview, I really want to ask you, how are you doing this evening? And what is your expectation from this edition of the White Oryx International Short Film Festival?
Thank you very much. I'm very happy to be here this evening. I think in my mind and my heart, education is very important. And I believe education is the future. If your young children, young generation gets educated, they can be a better future for the world. So I believe that education is important in life and we should all contribute to support education.
Awesome. And so, why do you think a platform like Voice is very important? Because especially now, I think short films is something that's still very unconventional. Not a lot of people really venture out into it. So, according to you, what do you think that having a platform like this is important?
I think information is very important, knowledge is very important, and these short films can give you a lot of information knowledge. You see, if you go for a three-hour movie or a 4-hour movie, long movies, which may nearly they fill up the time, they create stories to fill up time. But short movies give the message and give it properly and to the point. And that's and most important. People don't have time today, and even the young children they want to learn everything today. They don't wait for tomorrow, and the power of now. We have to all work for it.
Yes, that also. So I mean 100% agree. And you are a businessman, and on the side you also have the Gurudwara that you're handling. So how do you sort of balance both those worlds? And do you think it's important to keep those worlds separately? And is there something that you've taken from one aspect of your life and kind of pushed it onto the other aspect, and vice versa? Do you think having like a moral ethic, that sort of stuff, I think comes from being religious and having some sort of faith? So how do you think both those aspects of your life need to be separated, and how can they be brought like together as well?
You see, one should learn to live a compartmental living life. You should stop worrying and start living. And don't worry. Because if you're doing a business, concentrate on your business, focus on your business. And if you're doing philanthropy, concentrate on that. If you mix the two things, you'll fail in both. So what I believe, what I do myself is, when I'm doing my business, I'm seriously doing business, and then there are no compromises. Same way when I'm doing philanthropy, looking after the Gurdwara, there are no compromises. I have to focus on the Gurdwara. That is community service, giving back to society. See, God has been very kind to me. I have everything in my life. I want to support people who don't have anything in their life. And through the Gurdwara, we're able to support the needy, support the community, bring peace and tranquility into society. Because when the people enter the Gurdwara, they come to get some peace, come to have some short time pleasures, as you call them, and connect with God. And when they start connecting with God, they are so satisfied. And we serve them a free meal in the Gurdwara. And whoever comes to our Gurdwara, whether he's a Hindu or a Christian or a Muslim, everybody is fed. And we feed everybody. And we're very proud of that. And that's part of our DNA of our Sikh religion. And we are very happy we're able to give this service to the community.
I really like that answer. I like that you mentioned that every different religion is sort of welcomed in a place of worship, because I think at the end of the day, it's really just about what you personally believe, right? It's not about having any sort of differentiation between anyone. And so you are a man who's done a lot of work, like success as well. So what do you think is a measure of success? And for sort of aspiring students or in any sort of field, what do you think they should have or they should do to gain the success that inshallah they like you have one day?
I think it's most important for everyone to be committed, everyone to be focused, and have a dream. Unless they have a dream, they cannot fulfill the dream. And that dream should make them work harder, work diligently, work sincerely, and then you'll get the results. There's a saying, try, and at last you'll succeed. So unless you try, you'll never succeed. So you have to try. And once you're focused and committed, you can never fail. And I've always believed one thing, must have faith in God and faith in Himself. If you trust in yourself and you don't cheat yourself, you can never fail. Most important thing is be sincere to your own self. And then other important thing is work for the day. Don't think of yesterday, don't think of tomorrow. Think of today. Because the power of now is so powerful. You can really gain a lot. And if you have a compartmental life living, then you say, okay, today I'm focused on this subject, let me focus it on this subject. then you can never fail.
I really, really enjoy that. And to wrap up our interview, my final question to you is, what is one movie that you can watch? Like, what is your favorite movie and a movie that you can watch over and over and over again and just never get bored of?
Wow, there's so many such good movies. I don't know what to say now. Uh, oh no, no. You see, I'm not very fond of English movies, to be honest with you. I see a few Hindi movies, but most of the modern movies are not very great. So I wouldn't say I'm a movie fan. I'm being honest. But yeah, I saw one movie was Kal Ho Na Ho, was one movie which I can never forget.
That you have no idea how happy that answer has made me, because that's my favorite movie, and anytime I tell my parents, it's like they're hitting their head against the wall. Like, there's so many better movies out there, but
That makes a lot of sense. Any movie touches your heart, that's a good movie, I would say. And that movie did touch our hearts.
okay, so that leaves us to the end of our interview. Thank you so much, sir, for coming, and we really hope that this edition of Voice surprises you and probably gets you more into movies. And I hope you really enjoy the short films, because, like you said, we have a short attention span, and I really hope these movies do it justice.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Zavia. Thank you very much.